Well, welcome back to Edalong. See there, early in the morning, Broken Bay, beautiful part of the country to be in. Semi-final number 2 about to get underway here at beautiful Edalong Bowling Club. I'd like to thank all the people involved in bringing you these state championships, the players, volunteers, Bowls New South Wales, Power Productions that have done a remarkable job bringing you the coverage, Bert and Ernie, God love us, Lee Such and myself, Warren Shipley, Andrew Lynn, who's provided you with all the updates in the scores, 4X Gold, Drake's Pride, and of course the Edalong Memorial Bowling Club, who have hosted these events for the last 4 years now and done a fantastic job. I'm Warren Shipley, about to be joined by Lee Such, and we have semi-final number 2, first end underway. Lee Stinson with the predominantly white bowl, white speckle, and the local favourite, and coffee and cake, don't forget that. When you're enjoying the bowls, get down to the club for a coffee and cake, dinner at Harry's Chinese restaurant, dine in or take away, and the magnificent Squire's cocktail, Lee. Certainly looking forward to a thirst quencher later on.
Well, we certainly do have a lot of people to thank, don't we? Okay, so 2017 Bowls New South Wales Players Awards night. Tickets are on sale, so head to the website at www.bowlsnewsouthwales.com.au.
Yes. Alright, New South Wales energy prices have gone up, so you're looking 3 simple steps for some comparisons. There's some numbers on your screen there. Want to call, make a switch and make a saving with them energy prices. Certainly have skyrocketed. And nominations for the 2017 Volunteer of the Year Award are now open. If you have a person at your club you think worthy of that award, jump online and get their nominations in. You see there, bowlsnewsouthwales.com.au, or you can email marketing@bowlsnewsouthwales. Okay, so back to the action here. First end just completed. We see the measure coming out from Aaron Sherriff, measuring the front bowl of Lee Stinson's. So it's one to Sherriff to get us underway here. Our marker for this game, Kevin Kilday, affectionately known as Doc. Lee?
Oh, well, when I first won at Cracker was Chabot, so if this one can live up to that, we'll be in for a humdinger again.
Certainly was champagne bowling, wasn't it, both?
Certainly was.
Even though there was 10 to difference in the score, it wasn't that in the game, was it? Both players played exceptionally well.
So I'm a former winner of this event, looking for his second state singles title. Well, I think the Jack just stayed on. So no mucking around from Omar, straight to the old ditch-to-ditch tactic again. Well, there you go, very handy start.
Yes, 2011 at Soldiers Point, your club, Lee, where Aaron Sherriff took out this event.
Also Lee, former state finalist. He's just a little bit unlucky there with his first.
Started off well again, both players.
So he Okay, so we won't be mucking too much time, so following this game, about 30 minutes after, we will have the final, the winner of this game to take on Engadin's David Ferguson for the 2017 State Singles Championship. I'll tell you what, it will be a worthy winner, whoever it is, Shippo. It certainly has been one of the strongest fields.
And quality bowls, Suchy. Unbelievable, the viewing we've had this morning and over the past week. quality of players we have in New South Wales is
Well, that's exactly
absolutely
right.
brilliant, isn't it? How hard a job must these state selectors have in coming up with...
Well, luckily they don't have to worry about us.
Well, that's right.
We're two they don't have to worry about.
We've certainly done them a favour in that respect.
There's a commentary state team, we might get a run. So Lee in a little bit of trouble here, needs to keep running.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Needs to keep running. Wow, his second wood.
Yes, gave himself opportunities with his last now. Be careful, Lee Stinson. Aaron Sherriff plays a really fast game, so
Yeah, well, that's right.
he can get caught up in the speed of the game.
Well, exactly. I have played Omar in singles before, and yeah, you do find yourself.
Swoosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Omar on the forehand. Well, his weight's pretty good, but I just don't think it's going to get down. He's trying to turn.
Third, Lee Stinson there. So the cameraman, you look like you like your food as much as I do, Chachi. So
Well, Lee might be able to reach this on the backhand, Chippo. I think his own shorter bowl sort of protects his a little bit. So
yes, well, there is an opportunity. Trying to hide the frame away behind the frame of the camera. And here's Stinson. He is playing that shot. Sachi. He's not on too bad. No, it's going to get away on him. Just let it go. So, one to Sherriff. So, end number 3 underway here, Sherriff.
oh well, starting to get a little bit of the old Fergo toucho. So Lee on the opposite side of the rink. Also a pretty handy start. Okay, so it has only happened once before that a club has had both the state and senior singles finalists. 2008, Halakalani, Aaron Sherriff and Phil Flippence were both runner-up in the event that year.
Yes.
So we do have both Engadine players into the final of both.
Yes, and the other semi-final of the senior singles, Sachi still going. Michael Beasley trailing Rocky Stone 29 to 23. I can just see that Rocky Stone is holding one on this end. That'll take him to 30. Beasley still has a bowl to go though. So back to our live action here. Lee Stinson on his backhand.
Well, I think he's done enough.
He has done enough there. Got the shot.
Well, now Omar.
Forehand to land that bowl.
Well, he's got some
Sachi.
chances, doesn't he? He's got second and third at least. Omar as he struts back to the mat.
Stinson's still a bowl to play. But Sherriff can put him under a bit of pressure here.
Well, he's looking for it.
I'll tell you what.
He's not a mile away.
Oh.
Out she goes.
Quality shot again from Sherriff.
So Omar means business early. So Lee just checking out to see how much room he's got.
Well,
There's at least 2 down.
Now, senior singles, Beasley ended up getting shot there, Sachi, so he's hanging in there. Not sure how many he got. The scorer will just put it up on the board for us. Yeah, just the one, so 24-29. Bit of a marathon game that one has been.
And there has been some long games in the seniors.
So, Stinson's been up for a look. Let's see what he can produce here.
So backhand draw for Stinson. Well, his weight, I don't think it's too... Well, he needs a clear run. Well, he doesn't want to...
He's not going to...
Well, he's just got a little run.
Well, he saved one. Save one. So, only one down. But it's another shot to Sherriff. Sherriff leads 3-0.
Yep, so Omar, no mucking around, dish to ditch again. So what we'll do, we might just get our finalists into the seat. We'll get David Ferguson on to join Shebo for a little bit.
Morning, David.
Morning, Warren.
Quality match yours with yourself and Andrew Reese here this morning.
Yeah, it was. It was one of those games that was a bit scratchy early, but the wind picked up that fraction and changed that green slightly, so it was one of those adjustment periods again.
How's the rink playing out there, Dave?
The wind isn't as strong as the last week, so it is a bit kinder. Obviously, the hand Aaron's playing now is wider, and the other side is quite tighter, but so it's crucial with your weight, I think, on that side of the green.
Okay. And both of these guys you would have played against before, no doubt.
Yes, Lee, back from Dubbo days, I had a few games against Lee, and obviously Aaron played in the state championships a few times, but more in the team events. I haven't had a game against him in singles, so I think it'll be a quality match. I think Lee's been playing really well, but it probably depends on if he can hold his nerve in the early stages with Aaron.
Yeah, we were just saying that Sherriff a really fast player too on the mat, things like that. You can get caught up in the speed of the game if you're not careful.
You can. Obviously, he's probably a momentum player too, so if he gets on a roll, it's going to be hard to stop. But Lee's probably just got to play a few of those big conversion shots and get himself on the board and probably win a few ends in a row to probably calm the nerves a bit.
Yeah, well, both players have started off pretty good. It's only early days, 4 ends into this singles match, and see Stinson just pulling up a little bit short there.
Yes, he
How's the car, Fergo? We're asked by the production team there, mate.
That's a beauty, isn't it? Hey? Better than that green one.
Yes.
Hey?
Yeah.
Matte Black, it's been brilliant.
Matt Black.
The Batmobile.
The Batmobile, Matt,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And, mate, obviously a heavy workload, but the highlight would have been turning out for the Beresfield Magpies last night up at Terrigal.
Yes, it was a good night actually. I wasn't real pleased with the way I played yesterday afternoon. So actually going out and having a game, the green was quite similar. So we played okay. So it was probably got back into a bit of rhythm, and I gathered a bit of confidence actually out of it. So it actually helped. So
yeah, very good.
It was a good win.
Up against James Cook too, who's a great player in his own right, isn't he, James?
Yes, he is very good. He started very well. My first outing for the Magpies wasn't so successful, and the way James started last night, I thought I was in all sorts of trouble, but happened to get a few ends in a row and got a bit lucky.
Well, you mentioned in your profile that one of the highlights was winning the Champion of Champions with young Isaac, and him being the Isaac Rayner we spoke of there, him being the youngest person at the time to hold a state championship.
Oh, great shot by Lee. Brilliant.
That must have been a great buzz for yourself and for Isaac.
No, it was probably the first year that Isaac came over from Coolman. So at the time I was the bowls coordinator at Wagga, and it took a big decision for Isaac to come over from Coolman because he grew up there, and it's a close little knit town down there in Coolman. So to make the move over to Wagga to progress his bowls was a big decision, and it paid off in our first year. He became the youngest ever state champion, obviously, and against quality opponents in Lee and Aaron, and it was a fantastic final, and he actually played the bowl to win it. So he drew a bowl within 2 inches of the jack to win the game.
Yeah, that's very good. And obviously you rubbed off a bit on him because he belted you in your first game for the Magpies up at Maitland.
Yeah, I think that was a stitch up. He was talking it up all week, saying it was running 16, and we walk out there and they had the fire hose on it, I think. So, but he played very well. I haven't heard from him since, so he hasn't rubbed it in yet.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
I'm waiting for those comments.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And mate, you're the Australian indoor champion as well, so obviously indoor and outdoor, it doesn't matter what surface it is, you're really in great form at present.
Yeah, well, it's one of those. I went up to the indoor after playing a few games of singles with the zone events. We had the zone singles, the champions and the zone singles. So I'd been in pretty good form in regards to playing some singles. So I went up there, and I just probably was the most relaxed I've been actually going into a tournament, and actually being a major tournament probably helped. I had a really tight match against Matt Miles first game. I was lucky to get through that one, and then got onto a bit of a roll and played really well. And obviously against Jeremy, that was a fantastic game. He's a quality opponent, obviously, and he's the king of the carpet, and it was really good to come away with the win.
So, many different tactics, mate, between indoor and outdoor. I know obviously the weather doesn't play an effect when you're playing indoors.
The crucial thing with indoor, and I suppose probably is with outdoor as well, but is nailing your first and second bowl. Especially against Jeremy, you need to actually nail the centre line. If you can get to the centre line either behind her or in front of it, obviously he's going to play bombs, but to force him to play those bombs more constantly, to try and come around bowls or off the centre line. If you give him jack high targets, he's gonna eat you up every day of the week. So, and your weight, you can probably draw yourself out of trouble a lot better than outdoor. You'd probably rely more on your runners and conversion shots on the outdoor, whereas in the indoor you probably rely more on your draw.
Well, just see how Stinson goes here. He's one down on his last bowl in the end.
His line looks good. I just don't think he's got the weight.
It's a rub off that front one. Oh, might be enough here.
Look at that.
Well,
it's just one of those things as well, like Lee's bowl just there. It is a holdy hand, so
okay.
Anything with weight, it will hold. So, but if you get underneath the line, it will whip away on you a little bit.
Yes, we've noticed that. Having called quite a few games on this rink, we have noticed that they do take off pretty quickly once you get under that line a little bit.
Yeah, well, I said I had to, in the stage, we were probably dropping a lot short, and I was probably getting a bit dirty on myself for not giving every bowl a chance. So that's when I went ditch to ditch and said, well, I've just got to start reaching the jack. I got a couple of lucky touches, I guess.
Oh,
but
what a bowl for Sherriff.
Yeah, so I had to really reach that jack, and I trailed a few jacks and got my weight a lot better. So I started giving every bowl a chance. So that was, I think that's the key on this green, because it is a little bit doughier, but you just got to hope that the line's right. You just get it in the good areas, and hopefully it pays off.
Well, you did have a bit of rain early in the week. Has this green picked up today compared to yesterday?
It has, but I think it's everything to do with the wind too. So
yeah, okay.
It has freed up. I think coming back towards the club is a bit slower. So I think, quicker actually. It's a bit quicker going towards the club, and going away it's a bit quicker. So I think it's really reaching with your first bowls are key.
Yeah, and both you and Andrew Reese were certainly nailing the jack late in the game. He had the marker, Peter Freestone, working overtime with that spray chalk, mate.
Yeah, it was Andrew hit well and converted really well, and I was lucky enough to get that 2, and he played 3 howlers, and I hadn't played a bowl in that backhand going away from the club, and it was probably good timing to play a couple. So
yes, yeah.
So it was one of those matches. It probably could have gone either way, but I just got that little bit of a roll and got that little bit of a gap to get away from him a bit. Good shot by Aaron.
Yeah, just drawing the shot there, just falling against the bias a little bit. But, holding one, probably about 15, 18 inches short. Oh.
Thank you, Matthew. Yes. Yes, he's
Couple
always
of fans
a funny.
out there.
Oh, Matthew, he's always good for a laugh and talking rubbish. But he's a nice fellow, a good friend of mine. Narromine boy. He is, probably a western suburb of Dubbo. But we won't hold that against him.
And recently moved to Engadine, mate. You're enjoying the switch?
Yes, great. Great to be back. I'd done my apprenticeship at Engadine, greenkeeping. I moved from Dubbo to Engadine to do my greenkeeper's apprenticeship, and then I'd done 4 years as assistant greenkeeper. So moved away for about 6 or 7 years, and now back as a bowls manager. So now the club's really good, very supportive. We've got a really good general manager in Chris Roberts, who actually was a runner-up in the state singles back in 2009, I think it was, or 8, against Leif Selby. So to have someone that's supportive of bowls as your boss is a very, very good thing to have.
Certainly
Great
is.
shot by Lee.
What a shot.
Oh,
Just run on that little bit.
Might have fell back in. It's one of those things too. I've spoken about it with Peter, Peter Hughes, when we had a roll up here the other day. Once it reaches that tee, it looks like you sometimes have good weight, and you just shoot through that little bit, and you think, yes, it sometimes is, and then you try and overcorrect with your next one.
Okay. It's funny, we did mention that earlier, where a lot of the bowls and a lot of players stand during the ends, so it might be packed down a little bit harder behind the tee there. Makes it a little bit quicker.
Yeah, no, it probably is. It's probably more pronounced here, but probably on the other green, it does it a lot more. So probably this being a little bit slower, it probably helps.
Mate, I don't know whether you know this or not, but only once before has a club had both the state senior and open singles finalists. So it happened in 2008, and it was Halakalani when Aaron Sherriff was at Halakalani. So,
well, I don't like the little
letters
next to
it. Yeah. Well, you can certainly
two RUs right next to those two names, though.
Wow.
It's no, Peter's done really well. He's been a consistent performer in the seniors, and not just in the seniors. He's a gun bowler. He always says that he's always carried Shane Garvey to a lot of things, a lot of Shane Garvey's titles. But Peter's done really well. Like he was runner-up last year to Crawford in pretty torrential conditions last year, and he's done really well. He played really well this morning, so he'd be going in pretty confident. But obviously Rocky, he's a pretty good player. So he'll give Pete a run, but hopefully the old boy can do it.
Well, we're just saying, our 4 semi-finalists in the senior singles, 3 of them just back from South Australia representing New South Wales in the Australian Championships, and the other one former South African international,
Yeah.
Neil Burkett. So
This is a good
pretty
shot.
hot field. Lee Stinson, what a bowl.
That's a great shot. Well, he's...
Might have his eye open here, has it?
Yes, no, I think it might be one. I think he's going to measure. He was stiff not to actually get back onto Aaron's and fall back as well.
Yeah.
Got that little bit of a split and just...
Sherriff must like it.
Stayed up.
Oh, no, he's just looking
going
for 2 there. Right, okay, so it's...
The senior, that's like you look at Rocky Stone, who played so many games for the state, and then you've also got Bezo and Peters played so many games for the senior side, and Neil's just a legend of the game. So it's when we looked at it last night, we thought it might be the seniors on television rather than the Open. So, yeah.
Yes. Well, so you'll be looking forward to the final this afternoon, mate, in this game, depending how long this game takes, but it'll be half hour after the completion of this one.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I don't know. At the indoor, it was a bit different. I had the game in the morning and then played straight away, where Jeremy played the day before. So it's reverse roles for me, but it's just about probably getting away and relaxing a bit and have a bit of lunch, and hopefully the conditions. The wind doesn't pick up too much and the green stays pretty similar, so I don't think it'll get too much different, but it's probably those crucial early ends for me is to try and pick up that, get back into that rhythm and get the speed of the green.
And no doubt, mate, in this one Aaron will be favourite to take it out, but Lee's certainly showing early on that he's not going to be in easy opposition, so...
Well, both of them have had the opportunity to play on this rink as well, so
yes.
That's probably one of the good things for Lee, is he's played on this rink before. And as I said, it's all about these early ends for Lee, I think. If he can stick with Aaron, he's got a chance. But if Aaron gets on a roll, you don't run him down too often. So if Lee's just got to stick in there, play the good shots, put them in the area, and that's a great shot.
Shot from Sherriff there, the hold one.
Yeah, but Aaron's obviously on his home deck as well, so he knows this rink pretty good. He's played on it a few times this week, so it'll be interesting. But all I can do is go out and see how I go.
Yeah. All right, mate. We'll let you go and get some sausage in India. Yeah, he's close here.
Yeah, great shot. Look at this. That's a cracker.
Wow.
Oh. That's brilliant.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rhonda. Yes. Yes, she's a great supporter. Park Beach represent. So thank you very much. Always good when I go up there for the open singles up there. The Park Beach singles, always looking after us. So brilliant marker as well. So got to give her a shout out. So she's always a good supporter of ours.
Yeah. Well, we'll just complete this end first, mate, before we let you go, and see how they go. But great for you to join us. So we appreciate that, giving us an insight to how you've been going and what you're looking forward to. Anything else coming up, mate, in the future?
Well, we got City Country next week, so that's going to be exciting.
Course,
so it's a new format for the City Country, and it's going to be a lot more. What a shot! It's going to be a lot more of a selection trial this year, because they're obviously, with Turles moving to Queensland, there is a few spots up for grabs there, and obviously we didn't perform as well as we wanted this year in the Ali Shield. We do have some vacancies there, and I think it's going to be crucial this year. It's going to be very exciting. Got the champion singles later on in the year, and hopefully then can have a break heading over to Lord Howe Island for a week away with the Engadine crew. So it's going to be very exciting. We always look forward to that. Very relaxing trip. No phones, no reception. It's brilliant.
Excellent. And mate, you've played 94 games for New South Wales, so I don't know whether you know you're ranked 45th on the list. So you play a few more this year. You jump a couple and move up the ranks. I noticed a player you listed as one of your favourites, Kevin Walsh.
Yes.
277 appearances for
Yes, he was.
South Wales.
He was absolutely a superstar. When I was growing up as a junior, I had the pleasure and pain to play against him in the state fours actually. And I was a young kid from Dubbo, thought I was pretty good, and he soon fixed that. It's just it was touch. His weight control was brilliant, and he was a competitor. I always thought he was a great player. Even when he was playing for Australia, it was always great to watch him. He just had that beautiful delivery, and it was a bit of a unique delivery. But as you know, that you don't have to have the perfect delivery.
No, I don't. No two people do. So one to Sherriff there.
Yes.
He leads 6-2. All right, Dave. We'll let you go and enjoy your lunch, mate, and good luck in the final.
Thank you, Warren, and thank you, everyone.
So Aaron Sherriff picking up a single there. 7 ends completed. Sherriff leads 6-2. Stinson started off reasonably well. He is up against one of the best in the business, and you need to be right on your game against a player of the calibre of Aaron Sherriff. He starts off with another toucher there. So another good bowl from Sherriff. Now Stinson playing the opposite side to Sherriff. So just looking to draw the shot, just running on that little bit. Sherriff on his backhand again, coming back towards the clubhouse. He's liking this one, just needs to run a little bit. Well, that'll be number 1. So Sherriff holding 2. Stinson on his forehand. The wind hasn't got up like it has in previous days, so conditions still pretty good for both players out there. Stinson just a little bit heavy again with that in his second bowl. And Sherriff just arriving behind the head to cover any trail of the jack from Lee Stinson here. But Stinson still be looking to draw. He might be a little bit under the line with this one. He had better weight that time, but just missed his line. So welcome back, Such. Just had an insight from Dave Ferguson about his game this morning and his game this afternoon, and had a yarn about the indoor and a few other things. So he's really looking forward to trying to create history, as we spoke about the two players from the same club being in both the senior singles and the open singles final.
He certainly is in very good form at the moment, should be.
Yes, well, so is this man.
Yeah, Sioma here looking at another one to the count. He might just run through.
See, Lee Stinson, he certainly hasn't played bad in these opening ends, but he's just trailing by 4 shots at present.
Well, he's not a mile away here, Shibby. Well, I think he's drawn this. He has. Great shot from Lee.
He's done that a few times with his last bowl, Sachi. So only the one multiple of 2 so far in this game. We had quite a few in our last game. But, both players settling into the rink. Well, Anthony.
Yes, I'm not sure if I'd have my house on anyone playing Aaron Sherriff, but
we'd have to get a photo of the house, mate, to see.
So Lee Stinson to get us underway. Well, here you start. Lomo on a very good line. Well, it's a very good start from him.
Okay, who are you backing to play Fergo in the final? Earlier today, I think it was Sheriff Ferguson final.
Very good effort from Stinson. First one was a peach. Yeah, on pretty handy line again. Well, finished in a handy spot.
Yes, it certainly has. So, Stinson on the backhand. In the area here, Sachi.
Oh, this is close. This needs to run a touch quicker.
Oh.
Well, Omar might change hands here. I'm going to maybe possibly trial this himself.
Certainly no mucking around.
Well, he's close here, Chippy. Another side knocker.
Yes. Stinson just asking how many down am I? Oh no, where the position of the bowl is. So it's not quite jack high, just a little bit in front.
Well, we'll see what kind of weight he goes here. Well, he's not playing a lot.
Sarch just going to get away on him, I think. Might get one. No, it's not enough. So,
Well, just making sure he's got two.
yeah. Well, same again for Sherriff, or will we see a change of hands?
Well, it'll be interesting to see. He does still have an opportunity here of any slight movement on the jack, but if he's holding two. Okay, no, he's changing over, so it's going to beat the wing ones. Of Stinson's.
Yeah, safe away if you can avoid that front bar, which he certainly
He's
has.
coming down now, so it's all on his weight. Well, it stayed up.
Fergo was just commenting, Sachi, that the green, he thinks the green's playing quicker coming back towards the clubhouse than it is
Well,
going
I think this
away.
is going to be three. That. Yep, it certainly is. So
It
three
is.
more to Sherriff. So 9-3 it is. A lot of pressure on the marker to get down the other end before.
Yes.
So Homer on this wider side.
Yeah, well, he played that side against Ray Pearce yesterday, and he's stuck to that side predominantly today so far. Lee Stinson sticking to the side that he played in our earlier televised game when he played Mickey Anderson.
That was a big game changer too, wasn't it? This stitch.
Yes.
Well, Omar's not too bad here. Just gone through a touch.
So I think we had something like 40,000 views with our morning game, Sachi. So
Well, he's played another good one here.
certainly has.
Well, Omar might have 2 seconds now. He's just asking a question. Yeah, so one on the measure. Seconds. Well, he's not playing much weight at this. Oh, well, he might even knock this up for a second.
Stinson just asking where the bowl of Sherriff is located to the jack, how far short it was. Probably about a foot short of jack eye, or 30 centimetres. So, Stinson might work off Sheriff's bowl here. No, just missing it. Oh, just missing the back one as well, but that's a handy bowl though. Sherriff just using your fingers to see if it's 1 or 2.
Let's see what he does here with his final bowl.
Well, he had a look. It was 1 or 2, Sachi. It is a touch of that bowl.
He can have a bit of a fun run on the forehand too, should we?
Yes, he can.
Let's have his own bowl coming in. Can also play through Lee's bowl.
He's lining up on the backhand and see what kind of weight. Oh,
Well, he's going bigger this time.
Oh, he's liking it too, I think. Just.
He's got the bowl.
I don't know. Oh, I think that was a touch that's been taken out of the ditch here, I think. Oh, hopefully it won't come into play. I don't know. I don't know whether Stinson's bowl was left in the ditch there or not. It's not going to...
Well, he's on a pretty good line here. I'll tell you what, this ain't a bad bowl, this.
Oh, magnificent shot from Stinson.
Lee Stinson.
Well, Sherriff put the fingers on, so we'll see whether he thought it was 1 or 2. He's going to have a measure. We've taken 1 out. It is 2.
So 9 shots to 5. Well, Stinson also throwing ditch to ditch straight back at him. So 9-5 the scoreline. In favour of Sherriff at the moment. As we're going away from the clubhouse, Stinson on the backhand. Both players are leading off on opposite sides of the rink. So Stinson, bit of a correction needed. He's still going to be a fair bit short. So it's enough to make Omar switch over. good second shot. Good turnover. So Stinson, a little bit of work to do this end. He's on a pretty handy line. He's coming in now. Oh, Lee, what a very good shot this is. He's fallen back. I'm just asking the question, he still lies one. I'm chasing after this one. Oh, Omar Sherriff, look at that. What a great bowl. And Stinson just going to have a look at the head before he plays his last bowl. See Shippo with Omar with a couple of crackers there holding two at the moment.
What's Stinson got on here, Sachi?
Well, as you can see, he's got the two short bowls there, so does have to be a little bit careful. Doesn't want to lose his own. He might just have to arrive to this to try and get a bump.
See I did mention before, conditions were pretty good, but you see the wind is just starting to get up again now. Hopefully it doesn't get too blustery for the remainder of this game and our final this afternoon. So got up to 28 degrees at present, so quite warm out there.
Well, Stinson, he's not there again.
He's left that one short as well. Sherriff with 2 and 1 to play. So, can he add to the count with the last bowl at the 11th end? Couldn't add, so he'll take a double and go to 11-5 lead.
Well, Omar's just brought the man up a touch.
Yes, he has. Yeah, hasn't gone to his go-to length, the 2-2. Might have just heard in the background there the finalists of the state senior singles being called out to the green. So it will commence shortly. Ian Rocky Stone from Kempsey Macleay RSL will be taking on Peter Hughes from Engadine.
Good start from Stinson. Omar ran a little bit through with his first.
He did.
Looks to be a pretty handy correction here too, Shibby.
Certainly is. One thing that Sherriff does do well is correct on his bowls. And very rarely will you see two stray ones from Sherriff.
Well, Lee also on a very good line.
Tell you what, it's a good bowl from Stinson.
Just Mr. Jack.
So Sherriff, no mucking around, jumps over to the other hand. A couple of options here, look to turn his own. get around it and sit Stinson's bowl. Oh, he looks in the area to do one of them.
Well, if he gets a clear run, look at this.
What a shot.
Wow.
Sherriff.
You don't often see that. He played it perfectly.
Just having a wry chuckle to himself there.
Shot by a rock back and Omar fell out.
Stinson, good weight again, just missing that line.
Well, Omar now. 2 seconds in the best backwood.
Are you saying large lawn, Lee?
Well, he is. He's switching over to the backhand, so he might have a good look at this.
How's he looking?
And he is. Well, he's close to something here, Shibbo.
Well.
Got the edge there onto the jack.
His bowl was there to work off, so plenty of opportunities there. So Stinson, maybe a couple down now. No, not sure we can beat the bowl in the ditch. We just try to minimise the damage. Get second shot. Oh, he looks as though he's a bit hot here, is he?
I don't know. No, he might be all right.
Oh, what a shot.
Well, we can't just see with the...
Oh, so we've got a measure happening. Oh, well.
He's nearly drawn this.
Yep.
Well, he has. He's drawn it. What a great shot from Lee Stinson.
Well, that's tremendous.
Jeez, he's converted some with his last bowl. He's drawn some crackers with his last ones.
Yeah. There we go. The dock on the jog to get the mat off the green.
So 11-6.
The crowd's starting to build up nicely now, Sachi.
Certainly is. Yeah, there's a heap of people in here behind us. Also in the lounge areas, watching on the big screen as well.
Good opener there from Stinson. Sherriff a little bit wayward with his first, but Stinson with another beautiful bowl there too. No mucking around again from Sherriff, just needs a little bit of a correction on his first one. Just going to duck under again, I think. Yes, he is. So he won't be happy with that. Well, not quite there from Stinson, but it's another counter. So but what a reply from Sherriff. Landing the two bowls of Stinson, falling in to touch the jack. So it's now Sherriff holds one. Stinson only the one bowl to go now.
Oh, it does have
He does have 2 seconds, but he needs to be a little bit careful here, such if he
that's
squirts
right.
the Jackie out.
Yeah, Jack movement if he doesn't go with it. But I still think he's got to play it.
Well, he is. He's attempting to. He might be a bit tight, I think. We've seen him go all week.
Well, he's going to sit on that one of Omar's. That might take a little bit of danger away. So Omar with his final bowl. Holding one. Still going to beat those 2 bowls of Stinson's. Well, he's chasing after it. Wow, look at this.
What a shot.
Some draw bowling at its best there from Aaron Sherriff. Well, Kev's going to have to be quick here. Jack will be coming in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, Sherriff just waiting a little bit. Kev, look at the timing of the marker here, Sachi. Look at this.
Well, I was going to say, Omar's probably timed the roll for it to be. Yeah. As you see, there's a shot of Edelong. There's a fair few people inside. There's plenty of people here watching this semi-final.
No doubt that crowd will build later on when we get to the final. Just after midday here in New South Wales. On the east coast of Australia, for all those watching overseas.
Well, another handy opener from Stinson. Well, Omar, very good correction. Good effort from Lee, but it's just going to run off. Well, Stinson, he's just pushed this one a little bit wide. Oh, it'll be another second though.
Yeah. So Sherriff looked to tidy this one up a little bit. Just see Sherriff basically religiously follow his third bowl to the head, Sachi. Get an idea of what's going on. It can look completely different from the mat end when you get down there.
Okay,
well,
so Stinson.
Well, what's he going to do here?
Still with 2 seconds.
Will we have a look?
Yeah, give it every chance.
He's going to get away. Oh no, it's hanging on. Such.
Well, he's close to the jack. He's close to the jack. And got her. Into the ocean. It'll be 2 shots. So Stinson, we see again another last pile conversion. And 2 shots it is to get it back to within 5.
So, looks like Stinson's also going to his go-to length. Sachi.
Yeah, straight back. Well, it's about a similar length. Not too much difference.
Forex Gold umbrellas out in the green there. Forex, great sponsors of these events. And the crowd, no doubt, really will start to build as the afternoon goes on. Blue ribbon event, Sachi, the singles.
No, it certainly is.
Some other countries believe that fours or pairs may be, but here in Australia we all believe that singles is the one to win.
Well, Stinson, another handy one here.
If I remember correctly, Sachi, there used to be a hat, a very lovely hat that the champion would don.
I still believe it's...
You still have the hat?
It's been retired.
Just been told that the
Wow,
hat has been
just
retired.
found out the hat's been retired. I didn't know that.
Too fragile.
Well, I suppose it would be now. How old would it have been? It was up there.
May have gone in the trophy cabinet now.
Yeah.
It's got found its final resting place. So Stinson on a good line here. Needs to run a little bit, but that'll be enough for another one. So Sherriff took his first couple short, mate. So which one's a shot? And you see the dock there, just let you know the one in front. Well, he might be short again here, Sachi.
Well, he is. So it's a very rare sight.
Oh, if Stinson
Man,
can,
Sherriff.
Stinson can just trail this jack a little bit, tuck it around the corner. He can put Sherriff under a great deal of pressure with one bowl to go. So he's on the backhand.
He's on a pretty good line, Shibby.
Oh yeah, it's just going to get away. Yeah,
Oh, he
he's
doesn't
not
like
happy.
it.
No, he hasn't reached.
Well, it's only going to keep running a touch. Well, I think
It's
that's
gonna
another
count.
one.
Yes, it's going to count.
So, what? This is very close to 4. So, Omar could be a full count down.
Stinson, though, he wasn't happy with that last one. He's probably believes that you can't
Well, yeah, just enough.
leave that much room for a man of this calibre. So let's see what he can produce here.
Omar, possibly 4 down. Here we go, final bowl.
Like he's chasing it with a bit of authority too, Sachi. It's on a pretty good road.
Well, how are we looking here? It's all on his weight. It is all on his weight. Omar Sherriff, what's he done? Well, he's not going to be 4 down now.
No, I think he's done enough for shot, and he has.
Omar. Well, he made that look easy, didn't it?
Yeah.
So 4 down. Draws a shot with his last. For a 6-shot lead.
After playing 3, really probably rough bowls for Aaron Sherriff's calibre. Oh, is he going to lose the jack here? No.
He's good. So we're back to maximum for Omar.
Yeah, well, both players throwing reasonably long lengths. So Stinson has been producing with his last bowl on a number of ends, but last end just failed to arrive to move the jack around the corner to make it a bit tougher for Sherriff. It's a pretty good opening bowl though. So the 15 ends completed. Sherriff has won 9, Stinson 6. Only the 1-3 in the game so far. That was the Sherriff. But, we've had a number of 2s. No maximums as yet. And the senior state singles final just getting underway. We'll bring you up-to-date scores with that as the game progresses. They just completed their first end.
Oh, another good shot there by Stinson. So Omar in a little bit of trouble again here early.
Yeah, just not finding his weight in the last couple of ends, but looks like he's corrected here, Sachi.
Oh, here he comes. The old change of hand. Woof. Oh, there wasn't even a gap there, really, was there? Look at the angle that's gone through.
Makes you wonder how that can happen.
No, Stinson. Oh, he looks on track here to make this another. And he has.
Oh, well.
Well, we might see a different shot here and there from Omar. As you can see, he does have the 2 at the back.
3 down. Backhand such.
I think so.
He can work off the one of Stinson's bowls and
Well,
get
that's
back
right.
to the jack, or he can turn the front one onto the jack and get both bowls.
Yep, right through those bowls or the jack.
So here we go. Oh, is he going to hold long enough?
I think so.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
has.
has.
So I think Stinson knew it once he moved that bowl. When he come down,
Well, can he draw the shot again here, Stinson? He's done this a fair few times.
certainly has.
Well, he drew a cracker to the ditch last time. Omar potted it, so...
Yeah, I just don't know whether Stinson lost his bowl. Okay, Sherriff just telling the marker his own bowl wasn't a touch, it was left in the ditch. The marker thought it connected the jack going through, but no, it wasn't a toucher. So it's been removed from the ditch. Now here's Stinson. Hey, what's Sachi? His track's not bad.
His track's good, so... Here it comes. I tell you what, he's not going to be a mile off here.
Sachi.
How can he do it again? Lee Stinson. Wow, the last bowl master.
Oh.
He's played some pearlers with his last.
He certainly has. So, on the Stinson.
14-9 now to score. Oh, he's played some absolute plums, didn't he, Shivo, with his last?
Remarkable bowling. And
He's been in some pickles too.
I was about to say, yes.
The answer.
Certainly been under a great deal of pressure with some of them, but he's answered the critics. And it was Rocky Stone claiming the first end of the state senior singles. He picked up a 2. So he leads 2-0 on that one.
Another very good opener.
So, Sherriff, can he respond to Stinson's first bowl? Well, he certainly has done that.
Okay, Stinson just pulling up a little bit short.
I won't be there.
Oh, another good shot. Man, Sherriff.
I'm going to be with the family.
Stinson just asking what the position of Sheriff's shot bowl is. Centre of the bowl, centre of the jack was the answer. So Stinson remaining on his backhand.
I thought he might have played a little bit up and at him with that one, Chippy, but he's just elected to draw.
See if he can get one. Oh,
Well, here it comes now. Here's the kick coming. Look at this.
probably
Lee
why.
Stinson, that's why I'm drawing it, he says.
Yes, that's probably why he elected to draw. That's it.
Geez, that would have looked terrible from his end as well. Like, what a shot.
But we might see a bit of force from Sherriff
Well,
now.
I think we will. Yep, no mucking around from Omar.
There we go.
And he's not a mile away.
Oh, look at this. Oh,
Oh, we've got the wiki woo. We've got the double wiki woo. Onto the cake. Yes, well, it could be our first wiki woo combo. So, now 2 to Omar. So Stinson, he does have a little bit of room here, but
well, it's his last bowl, such, so you'd be tipping him to draw it.
Well, that's right. He's done some damage with his last.
Sherriff still does have one to play.
Well, his track's pretty good.
Yeah, how's his weight? How's his weight now? He's turned his
He's
back on
already
it.
turned his back, so.
Yeah, not up.
Yeah, oh, well.
Oh,
Let's save one.
Sherriff just asking the marker. Oh, 2.
Well, I was going to say, I think the ball and the toucher in the ditch.
touch in the ditch, of course, yes. Yep. So, a bit of a free kick here for Sherriff.
Well, his weight should be good enough here, so this will be another one. Oh, were they? Well, looking from that angle.
Yeah, does a touch in the ditch count?
They might have a look at this. I think they are. They're going to tape it.
Yeah.
Omar's measuring style. It's quite unique, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
No, it's only the
Well
2.
short. Well,
So just a 2 to Omar. So 16-9 now.
a wiki woo combo such, eh?
Well, it was a double. Certainly was.
Rocky Stone 4-0 now in the state senior singles final. Taking on Engadene's Peter Hughes. We mentioned earlier Engadine represented in both finals. First time since 2008. Halakalani had the honour, and our man on screen there was one of them when he was at Halakalani, Aaron Sherriff.
So Omar.
Just a little bit over there, something to work with.
So run up in the state pairs this year, Aaron Sherriff. Just fell short of the hat trick
Yes, I think quarter-final in the triples as well. Sachi defeated by the runners-up in that event.
Yeah, they'd love to go on and win this.
Certainly no stranger to these events.
No, we'd have quite a considerable number of zone championships to his name.
Nice correction from Sherriff there.
Well, great recovery here from Lee. Look at this. Just needs to hang on. Was just falling out. Well, we've had two great semi-finals. Both matches have been crackers so far. Well, just coming down now. Just going to sneak around. Well, he's just going to run away with this one. Well, it's not a bad bowl on that side of the rink.
Yeah, good bowl. Lee Stinson advancing to the semi-final by defeating Mickey Anderson in the round of 16 in a game we covered on this rink. And then in the quarter-final, he took care of Jamie Icon from Casino. Sherriff defeated Sam Owen in the round of 16 from North Sydney. And then Ray Pearce yesterday in the quarter-final in pretty cracking match as well, Sachi, that one.
Well, I know he's just going to run through again, so...
Well, Stinson one down.
Yeah,
2 seconds.
Just looking from that angle. Well, he might just arrive at this. You know, if he can get the gap, maybe sit the bowl a couple of times, try the jack.
Yeah.
Omar does have the three best bowls at the back, so...
Yes, cannot go crazy with it. Won't be playing Dick straight, that's for sure, but can work off his outside bowl to get back to the jack as well to trail it. So let's see how he goes. Oh, I think he's pinched it a bit, has he? Pinched it a lot, actually. Well, he was arriving, such.
So another one, Omar. He passes the halfway mark. So 17-9 for the former champ.
Notice Peter Hughes has got the mat in the senior singles final, so he's on the board. Not quite sure how many he scored. Our marker will update us in shortly. I was trailing 5-0 before that, so that might ease the nerves a little bit. It was just a single, so Peter Hughes trails 5-1 in the senior singles final. Oh, a couple of loose openers there, Sachi, from both players. Well, there's the correction from Sherriff. Let's see how Stinson can correct. Both players sticking to their favoured side of the green. Stinson on the backhand going away from the club and Sherriff on the forehand. Well, how's his weight for this one, Sachi? Just not going to get
it's
there.
a good correction though.
Yeah.
So Mark coming down with his third. Just going to go a touch again.
Stinson just having a bit of a look here. We might see a change of hand. Not far behind. Will we see a change of hand? I think we are. Sachi? Yep. Well, just not getting down quick enough there, but probably a little bit too quick there.
Yeah, well, they might give this a chance, Shibby.
Well, certainly an opportunity if he can trail the jack. Won't have to trail it far to bring in his back to. Only the one multiple of three so far. We've had a number of twos. Well, sure, don't think it's a counter, so Stinson only one down last bowl on the 19th end. Sticking to the forehand, probably doesn't need as much weight as his last one. Well, how's he looking, Such?
He's not a mile away. Needs to hang on. Needs to hang on.
Oh. It should be only one to Sherriff. Yes, it is. And for the second time in the match, Sherriff wins 3 ends in a row. That's Stinson's not been able to put back-to-back ends together as yet.
Well, a very handy opener too. So adds the second one in.
Yes, so before the last end coming in this direction, Sachi, Lee Stinson had won 7 in this direction, and Sherriff had won 7 going away from the club. So Sherriff was winning 3 in a row. Let's change that a little bit.
Well, that was gave that a chance, Stinson, so there's have plenty to sit on.
Yes, handy bowl back there too. Got a catcher at the back.
Well, Omar,
He tidied it up.
well, yeah, it's just starting to get there now. He's just going to run around. Well, it's another shot.
Certainly is. Stinson not asking. Looks like just drawing or just arriving again. I think he's better pointed this time, Sachi.
Well, he's close.
Has he got
Just
the
needs to
weight?
keep coming.
Yes,
Well, it's going to help anyway. He's going to be one down at worst. So a fair few bowlers now turning up in their club gear to support Aaron.
And here's Sherriff. A little trail here. You can make the full count.
Oh,
Well.
Well, got the old 1-2 buckle me shoe, isn't he? Well, how many's he made there? It's at least 3.
Well, yes.
But it's a pretty big target.
Stinson does have a good look at it.
So then, does have the best backward.
So, Stinson needs to change this.
Well, he's not going all that large.
Oh, well, will he hang on?
I'll tell you what, he's not a mile away here, Shibby.
Oh, you gonna get down?
Well, he
run
might.
Through.
He has.
Oh, well. It's a
Well,
good
very good
save.
shot. Second shot. So it'll be just one more to Omar. So 19-9.
99, yes. 4 ends in a row to Sherriff now. Stinson will need to put a halt to this very quickly.
Yes, you can't give Omar too much of a start.
Now, David Ferguson made a comment about that earlier, Lee, when we had him in the commentary position. He did say that if Sherriff gets on a bit of a roll, it's very hard to peg back. No doubt Ferguson will be in the ice bath now, mate, preparing himself for this afternoon. Or he may be off driving around the streets in his Batmobile.
Yeah, the Batmobile.
Yeah. So 6-2 now in our state senior singles final. Rocky Stone over Peter Hughes. Sherriff, oh, he's just not arriving here. He's not happy with himself with that one.
Well, Stinson's just running away.
It's a pretty good effort. Hasn't played many on that hand, so still getting the feel of it.
Nice better one here from Omar.
Well, that's tied it up considerably there.
Does give Stinson a look at the jack though. This is the bowl past the head too, Shippy. So
Does have the bowl past the head. I think the call was only one down there too. So can arrive on his own bowl, punch his own bowl onto the shot bowl, or get underneath, grab the jack. Let's see what Stinson can produce with this one.
well, he's giving it a chance.
Well, is he going to get back to the shot bowl onto it? Oh, he's plucked.
Well,
his
he's got his
own
other one
out.
too.
Oh no.
Well, disaster result there. Well, disastrous result.
So who are you backing to play Fergo in the final? No doubt the numbers will be for Sherriff at the moment. He leads 19-9 and holding 3 on this end.
Well, it'll be 4 by the time Stinson gets on the mat.
Certainly will be. So we see a cover and count here. This one just go a little bit towards the back. Doesn't want to make the target any bigger. Stinson going up to have a look. Yes, we see Sherriff just going to try and cover the 2 back. Oh, he's
Oh
gone
no,
right
he's
back.
gone right back. So
Happy with 3. Stinson coming up. He's having a look, checking out his options.
Well, this is a big bowl, this one should be.
Well, it is, isn't it? He has produced with his last bowl
Yes,
on
he
numerous
has.
occasions
Well,
so
I
far.
think nearly the majority of his shots has been with his last bowl.
Yes.
So, Stinson in trouble.
Let's hope he kept that bowl for the last one, this end.
Well, if he does decide to go to the jack, he might be able to get Aaron's bowl on the way through. Oh, I think he might be just drawing this. He's going backhand.
He's going back to his favoured side of the green.
So, he's just trying to draw it. So, what can he do? 3 down.
I'll tell you what, he's in the area if he can get past that.
Well, it was a great effort.
Oh, yes.
His weight was very good, but it will still be 2 to Omar. So, as Omar advances into the 20s. A 12-shot lead.
Oh, a bit of a jog from the marker there, Sachi.
Yeah, well, the jack's going to be a long way here from the tee, so. So, Omar, 21 to 9.
And that bowl on its way before the, well, just after the jack had been set up. So no mucking around from Sherriff. Just a little bit heavy. The wind behind the players as they're playing in this direction towards the clubhouse. Nothing of a great deal on the radar, Sachi, so a few clouds looking ominous out there, but I think we'll be right. Oh, good correction again from Sherriff. Peter Hughes has scored another single, 6-3 now, he trails, working his way back into the game.
Stinson just running through. With his second.
And good effort.
It's just absolute clockwork delivering it from Omar. Just looks like he's running off the mat, and it's just a perfect motion. That'll be good enough for 2.
There's not a lot of swinging of the arm, is there, from Sherriff? It's more his momentum of his body going
certainly
forward.
is. Well, hey, that'll... If it falls, be very close for second. I'm just having a quick look.
Well, it fell. And Marker just having a look, saying he's only one after that bowl fell. Handy bowl from Stinson there, Sherriff. You're going to get a roll out of his shot bowl. Well,
just fell out.
Fell out. He's not happy with that, but he might be 2. So, just shot on from Stinson here. Maybe going real big at it. He doesn't want to roll his own out. Bring another one of Sheriff's in, but if you can trail the jack, sit the bowl and stay for 1, or trail the jack, there's chances for 2 or 3 there. So on the back end, you hear the wind skinning up a bit now outside. Don't know whether that's the line, but
well, I think he's only drawing.
wind.
Should be, so I actually think he's going to be
He
tight.
is tight. You're right. Good effort.
Well, they'll take any measures out of it. So, there's another one to Omar, though.
Yes. 6 ends in a row now. momentum we spoke about.
So, 22-9. This for a spot in the final against David Ferguson. For the State Singles Championship. So Stinson.
Yes, well, he needs to lift a little bit. Sherriff just has all the answers at present. Well, it's a pretty good shot from Stinson. That's what he needs. Although it is sitting just short of Jack High.
Well, Omar switches over.
Yes. Well, it's just holding out a little bit, I think, is it? No, it's coming now.
Well, it's a
It's
very
coming
very
now.
good switch over.
Yes. Up or down. He's holding shot, Stinson. So, just drawing to his last one. If he can lay it over, might tighten it up a little bit. I think he's going to do that too. That's a good shot.
His own bowl's just falling out, so. Same bowl from Omar. He'll make a couple. That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah. Well, Stinson here, if he can get between his own bowls and get a roll out of Sherriff's bowl just behind the jack, can make 2 or 3 here. I don't think he likes that one somehow. Just hasn't got the weight.
Well, I think he might have just been trying to draw then, Chippy. I think Omar's got everything past the jack, so. So Omar with a real chance here. So his final delivery. One down.
That looks a bit tight. How much weight has he got on it?
Well, it's a good effort. Just ran away at the end.
Well, there is a bit of danger there, Sachi, but
You think it's worth taking the risk?
well, I think so. You know, he can be wide to his outside bowl and get a work off it. Doesn't need to play with a lot of weight, just enough to get a roll out of it. Shot is there. His front bowl might be a little bit protected with his last short one, so we'll see what he can produce here. I think he is looking for that too. Having a good look at it. Stinson looks to be on a pretty good line. He's going to get back in time. Just a little bit heavy as well. So Sherriff holds one. Taking the safer approach on the backhand. I'm going to get round his front one. You can draw another here. I don't know whether he is around it.
No, he's not.
So it's 1 to Sherriff. $23 to 10. Our second semi-final. After this morning, David Ferguson defeated Andrew Reese 31-21. So Stinson pop his head into our commentary position where we are and had a look at the screen to see if the score was any better in here. Unfortunately for Lee, it wasn't. Yes, David Ferguson and Andrew Reese really played a quality match this morning.
Certainly did.
Our marker, Peter Freestone, has had to go and get a back massage for the amount of time he was bending down to mark touches.
Yeah.
So Stinson, that's a good opening bowl. Needs more of that.
So just repeating, we won't have too much of a gap between the conclusion of this match and the start of the final.
Oh, what a shot from Sherriff. Stinson just asking if I'm up or down. One down, so Sherriff drew the shot around the bowl. So Stinson again just asking the position of his bowl, and I was told that the back of the bowl is level with the front of the jack, so just a bowl in front of Jack Eye. So Sherriff, can you draw around his own bowl again? Holding one. Looks to be on a good track again. Oh, he's not up though. Hasn't arrived. Oh. So you might see a little bit more weight from Stinson here. Certainly needs to be up.
Well, I'm not sure if that's a I like it look or not. Well, he's just starting to come down now, but well, that might make it a little bit better, Shippo.
Yeah, he can pluck it out now, can't he? Yeah. Let's see if Aaron Sherriff look to tidy it up.
Well, going to finish in a pretty good home here.
Yeah,
if it falls, it's close to another shot. Well, I think it has. Very close to another.
Stinson gone to have a look. Okay, what you got on here, Sachi? He's only got one bowl, two down. If his bowl was to go clean, be another one, but
well, they're having a look. He might be two down anyway.
yes.
So Stinson He comes back to the mat. In a bit of trouble here, Shibby.
Yes, yeah, he's been put under some pressure from Sherriff. Take a deep breath there. Let's see what he can produce here. Has he got anything in the artillery?
Well, he's looking for the bowl.
Oh, he's having a good look at it too.
Well, he just needs to get past the front.
Oh, well.
So is it 1 or 2 here? Oh, no, they've already... It's only 1. Now we've got 2 mats down the same end here,
Yes,
Shivo, so...
Yeah. 1 to Sherriff. 24-10. So, Sherriff leading 24-10, first to 31, in our second semi-final. And
So Shivo, what's your view on the old? Is there an advantage if you play the second semi going into the final? Do you have the momentum, or?
look, I think it might be a slight advantage, such because conditions have certainly changed since our first semi. The breeze has swung around. It's now blowing right to left as we look at the screen there. Earlier this morning it was blowing left to right, so it has swung right around and it has got up a bit. Yes, I'm not sure. I'd probably prefer to back up straight away than have a bit of a spell. But
Well, Lee's just having a look for the jack there, so Omar is looking to add another one here, really put the pressure on Lee.
don't normally get to play in the afternoon, Sachi, after the first round. So
No, I don't have to worry about it myself either, so well, it's another one for Omar. A little bit of protection too. Well, Stinson is going again.
Oh, well,
He's close to something.
looks a bit better, but he's found one bowl. He's got one out. Not a lot on for him now.
So good recovery there though. Only was 3 down before that, so
Yeah. What's Sherriff done here? Is he around the or under
if he
it?
gets a clear run,
He has. Oh, well.
I don't think so.
Shot by the jack eye. Just one down. So our marker, Kevin Kilday or Doc, just letting. Oh, is he attacking again? Oh, he's in the area, Sachi
Well,
here.
he's giving it a chance. If he's got the weight, how's he looking? Here it comes now. Has it got enough run?
Oh, I don't think it has. He'll be disappointed with that.
So Omar continues the board ticking over. There's 6 shots required now.
Yes, Sherriff has won 9 of the last 10 ends, Sachi, so as Fergo said, that momentum, once he gets on a roll.
Well, that's right. He's a very good front runner, Omar.
So on the Cox Plate this afternoon, Lee, the Mighty Winks looking to make it 3 in a row. You wouldn't back against it, would you?
There's $1.04.
$1.15, I believe.
15,
is
yeah.
it? Yes. Yes. I believe scared quite a few off. There's only 6 or 7 up against her this afternoon.
Oh, really?
Both players not the best of starts. I've seen throughout this match, Sherriff's correction has been pretty good, and there's an example of it. I'm going to dob myself in here, Suchi. I've been watching Omar and noticing a lump in his back, and I thought he might have had a tracker or something on, but I've worked out as his measure. So, yes. I'm glad I worked that out, because I was going to ask him what that was.
I'm not sure if the players are hooked up, but last year we did have microphones as well, so...
Yes, okay.
So, Omar, another one applying the pressure again. So, Stinson with some work to do. On a pretty wide line with this one. Well, it's a good effort. I still think it's going to be 2 though, Omar.
Yes. Both players with a bowl to come.
Will it be enough? We'll force Omar onto the forehand.
Well, we had 32 ends in our game this morning. We're on our 27th end in this game now.
Okay, so Omar forehand with his final delivery, holding 2. Looking to get onto the springboard here if he can. Well, his grass is good.
Yes.
Well, his weight's not going to be too far off. Just needs to stop.
Well, just out, I think. So 14-7 in our state senior singles final. Rocky Stone leading Peter Hughes. Every time Pete starts to come back, Rocky just kicks away again. Suchi there in the neighbouring rink.
So Stinson just trying to draw the shot.
Around the front.
Oh, he hasn't got the weight.
Got the weight.
So it's another 2. So Omar now is within one end of winning this. So now just the 4 needed.
Yes, well, the game started off Sherriff with 3 singles in the opening of this semi-final, and the boys went toe to toe, going in for end for 14 ends. But Sherriff has now won 10 out of the last 11.
Been all one-way traffic since then.
It certainly has. Well, Stinson hasn't been able to produce them saving bowls that he.
No, he did
doing early.
convert a lot early, didn't he, with his last? Certainly hasn't played bad by any meanings, but Omar's just been a little bit too consistent.
Tell you what, it's setting up a good game this afternoon, Suchi. The way Ferguson played this morning. Let's hope both players are at their best this afternoon. suppose I shouldn't assume Sherriff has this
No,
one yet.
no. We,
Don't want to put the kiss of death on
no,
him.
we have had the commentator's curse before. Yes. Yes, we do remember Zach Cord Johnson had a unbelievable comeback to win the state junior singles. And backed it up and did the same in the pairs.
Yes, yeah.
So, well, real opportunity here for Omar to hold the match. We can get another couple of bowls in there. Well, this will be 3 out of the 4 he needs. He might have just trialled it.
Yeah, is his front one still in the count? Maybe.
Okay, so Stinson
Ooh, on the charge.
needs to hang on. Well, it's miss.
Oh, well,
So Omar, not quite sure if the third one counts or not.
I don't think it'll matter to Sherriff if he's got to go another end, but you always want to wrap it up as soon as you can. We'll see what he does here. He's going forehand, so he might be looking to
Or maybe, yeah, just looking to roll his own bowl, should be.
zone and bowl in. Oh, if he turns that one, he's just going to sneak around it for another counter though. So holds 3, possibly 4.
Well, he's just having a look.
He's really been asking questions of Stinson, hasn't he? He's just been very consistent, Sherriff.
Well, he looks real keen to play this too, doesn't he? Not hurrying back to the mat at all.
No.
So Stinson with his final bowl could be going down.
He just had a word to our scoreboard attendant, Ronnie. Might have been, well, this could be my last bowl in the state championships.
Well, he's corrected.
Got contact here, has he?
If something's going to happen, well, he's only plucked one out, but
Well,
he's definitely saved the game anyway.
yeah. So it's only 2.
So too.
But it's another end to Sherriff. Eleven of the last 12 ends.
So Omar, just 2 shots required to advance to get another state singles final.
Sachi last appeared 2014 in the final where he's defeated by Leonard Scott 31-23. It was here at Edelong. He won it in 2011 and he was also runner-up to Corey Daly at Cabramatta in 2018. 2008.
So next year.
Yeah, next year. 2008, where he was defeated by the one shot when he was at Halikalani. So it will be his fourth singles final.
Very solid bowls from Omar.
Yes, appeared in 3 already. 1-1, lost 2. So
Lee just having a look at the angle there, seeing how much room he's got.
I'm pretty sure it's Ferguson's first.
Oh, just needs to hurry. So,
Semi-finalist last year, Fergo.
just one bowl each to play. Omar lying the match at the moment.
Yes, and David Ferguson going one better than he did last year. Defeated in the semi-finals in this event last year. Pretty trying conditions. So we could have a 4-time finalist, Sachi, against the current Australian indoor champion. So it's building for a ripping match, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be a pretty good spot there too for Omar. Lee coming for a look.
This might be just prolonging his time at the
I think so.
state championships. Taking it all in. It's good to see him enjoying the moment. He's having a laugh with the marker and the scorer and his opponent, Sherriff.
So Stinson down game.
Okay. Last bowl, Larry. Can he do it again?
Well, he's looking for the split. Well, he's in the area. Oh, just needs to hang on. Oh, well, that'll be the ball game. So, Aaron Sherriff advances to his 4th state singles final, where he will meet Engadin's David Ferguson. We won't have too much of a gap, probably 2 o'clock. We will commence our coverage of the 2017 state singles final. We'll see you then.
What took you so long?
What?
What is that? Sachi, what are you doing? Sachi. What are you doing?
Oh, honey, you know I've got a big game tomorrow.
Well, where am I supposed to sleep?
Oh, on the couch. Don't worry about her. I'd rather you guys anyway.
Oh, what a lovely family. This will make a great shot. Sweetie, can you just move over, please? Great. Mum, can you just get the little one to smile for me, thanks? Chloe, smile. Dad, you're looking great. Everybody on three, say cheese. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. That is a cracker.
Can't believe you did that.
What? It looks great. Oh, that's fair. Sheesh. How about that for a set?
I want to go.
Crikey.
Where are you looking? Oh, look at the curves on that one.
How good's the one in the red?
Nah, you can have the red. I want the blue. Such, we've been spotted.
Abort! Abort!
What took you so long?
What?
What is that? Sachi, what are you doing? Sachi. What are you doing?
Oh, honey, you know I've got a big game tomorrow.
Well, where am I supposed to sleep?
Oh, on the couch. Don't worry about her. I'd rather you guys anyway.
Oh, what a lovely family. This will make a great shot. Sweetie, can you just move over, please? Great. Mum, can you just get the little one to smile for me, thanks? Chloe, smile. Dad, you're looking great. Everybody on three, say cheese. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. That is a cracker.
Can't believe you did that.
What? It looks great. Oh, that's fair. Sheesh. How about that for a set?
I want to go.
Crikey.
Where are you looking? Oh, look at the curves on that one.
How good's the one in the red?
Nah, you can have the red. I want the blue. Such, we've been spotted.
Abort! Abort!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,